This video is brought to you by Allgengamers.com. It's where you can go to pick up the new power-based mini converter. It's where you can play Sega Master System games on any Genesis model. So check out StoneAgeGamer.com, link below. Hey guys, how's it going? This is John with Gamester81.com. In this episode, I'm going to talk about a book I just picked up recently. It's the 100 Greatest Console Video Games, years 1977 through 1987. What's really cool is I was able to meet the author of this book in Vegas, the Classic Gaming Expo. I talked to him for quite a bit, and just was really impressed by this book itself, because this goes over a really golden time for video games, right? The early first decade of really hardcore video games. And I was going through this book and just amazed at some of the games that are in this list, games that I would have never even thought of, which really piqued an interest for me, which I love because I love other people's opinions. Games like Worm Womper. Have you ever heard of Worm Womper? This is for Intellivision, for example. There's games on here that range from the NES to the Intellivision to Coleco to the 7800 to the Odyssey 2, the Atari 2600. Just a lot of different games in here, which is great. I love just the diversity of different games. One thing I really like about this book too is that it doesn't list the games in order from basically 100 to number 1. It lists them in alphabetical order. So I think that's a little bit better because it's not so opinionated, saying, oh, number 1 is going to be whatever, Super Mario Brothers or whatever it might be. It's in here, of course, but basically it's just kind of, they're all evenly good. And this is, I should probably mention, this is written by a guy named Brett Weiss. Really cool guy, very respected guy in the community. You can pick this book up if you're curious on Amazon.com, BarnesandNobles.com. It generally retail price is $35, but you can get this on for like $28. High quality book. I'm gonna open this up and kind of show you. We'll take a closer look at some of the games in this book. Let me know, guys, what are some of your top 100 games from the first decade of gaming? I really shouldn't say first decade, because if you think about it, the Odyssey came out in the early 70s, but this is definitely from 1977. So basically from when Atari 2600 started to basically the middle of the NES life, right? That's kind of what this kind of ranged from. Let me know what some quality games you like in this particular first 10 years of gaming, and we'll go from there. So here's a closer look at the book itself. I really like it. It's just a hardcover. I mean, just everything in this book is really cool. Just as far as the inner pages here, there's a bookmark it came with. Table of contents. And here, it starts alphabetical, of course. So the first one is Adventure, classic game. First game with an Easter egg. What's really cool about each of these games, though, it talks about the history of the game, screenshots of the game, cover art. Also says, oftentimes it says the price of what the game's usually retail for. So complete in box is $27. So that's very helpful. Manual is $5 usually. So that's very cool. And it also tells you fun facts about games. So did you know that Adventure is predated and cannot be erased? So sorry. A 2009 episode of The Robot Chicken. I did not know that. Why it made the list. He explains why it made the list. Other games, Arkanoid, of course. Bump and Jump, which is Burnin' Rubber in Japan, which is cool. Burger Time, classic, of course. And, so again, all the games are kind of laid out the same. You show the cover of the book, of the box itself, the artwork. And then it shows you maybe the cartridge, some screenshots in some cases, and the manual information. Fun fact, why some made the list. So really cool. I've been just perusing through this, really finding a lot of fascinating. Donkey Kong Jr., Mind Master, which is for the Star Path Supercharger, which is an adapter for the Atari 2600. So there's a lot of games in here, guys. I promise you'll read through this. You've probably never heard of some of these, but I think it's cool because I love games that are good games I've never heard of, because then I can actually check it out, buy them, and be really impressed and blown away. Gremlins for the Atari 20. This is a 5200 version of Gremlins, it looks like. That's cool. It tells you what game the system it's for, genre, what platform, all that, what year it came out. Mario Brothers, of course, Mousetrap. And then on the back, you also have, like an index you can find, and then bibliography and all that good stuff. So really cool. Definitely check it out. Support Brett, great guy. Put a lot of time into this. I can certainly tell that. And definitely worth the 28 or even $35 that this goes for. It's a nice item to have just in your game collection because it displays really nicely as well. It's got the cool NES cartridge on the top. And on the back, let me show you the back. And that's the back itself right here. Cool. Anyway, guys, thanks for liking this video. Thanks for subscribing. If you guys want to stay in touch, you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, my website, Gamester81.com. We'll see you guys soon. Happy gaming. Take care.